Ooh. Pods.
This is the nest.
And jellyfish.
It looks
Soulslike.
like this is where all the Naytibas are born.
Although everything looks so natural,
Uh-huh.
it makes me wonder, is this how real life is born after all?
Nest.
The elder at the end of this path.
Huh. Okay, not on the subject of types of Naytibas. We just got a max burst energy. Plus 16% shield penetration. Wait, what's the difference between? I guess shield penetration just goes through it. Oh, yes. I was going to look up the... okay. So, we got the unidentified and Raven as two separate ones.
This place, it's too quiet. It's strangely peaceful.
Yeah. And we're going to find Adam at the end of it, because Adam and Eve and biblical illusions... I'm fine with this, incidentally. I'm not trying to be disparaging or anything like that. You know, just because the plot has been a little bit predictable doesn't make it bad. Yeah, either Adam is going to be the Elder Naytiba or he's going to be a servant of it. Nope. Nice. No double jump, apparently. Yeah, I'm fine with whichever of these. I mean, it's either that or he's been kidnapped or captured, but...
There's something we really need to do.
But I find it kind of unlikely.
I don't see any Naytibas on the road. It's like someone wants this place to remain undisturbed.
It is beautifully put together, though. I can't imagine there's going to be anything secret either. I imagine this is probably a fairly small... There's a camp. Don't know who set up a camp here. Or why they've set up a camp here. I mean, it's handy that they've set up a camp here. Or a quick drink. Right, I'm going to, while I think about it... Nice. What does that say? Honey? Hannigan? No, can't tell. I mean, I actually quite like that look. I do quite like that look. But I think to finish off, and I'm assuming we are in the process of finishing the game. Do I want to go with this? Yeah, I think I want to go with the... I didn't rest, did I? Interesting that there's a replenish ammo thing as well. There we go.
There's a camp in the nest as well.
Raven probably set it up.
Uh-huh.
I suspect it hasn't been used since she met the Elder, and changed.
Thank goodness it's working.
Yes. I'm also getting the feeling that it's our last camp.
Uh-huh. Yep. It's end game time. Well, in fact, here is our end game arena.
I can see it. The end of my journey.
It's Adam. Probably. Yeah, there we go. Gasp.
Eve, I've been waiting.
It's like I thought. It was you.
Adam. Why is Adam here?
The creation of the species. The first experiment.
I know this is a disappointment. I'm sorry, Eve. Everything that has happened until now, and even before, it began with me. I'm the source of it all.
Are you Raphael in disguise? Is he Raphael Marx?
Or would you prefer I call you Elder?
So that's
What are you
why
feeling?
you rescued her.
You pretended to rescue me.
Uh-huh.
Pretended to help me on my mission. All under the guise of helping Zion. What are you really after?
I want atonement. I want forgiveness. I want us to heal. Please know that everything I have done, I have done sincerely.
Enough of this nonsense! My comrades, the people of Zion who trusted you, tell me why they had to die!
Eve, you have every right to be mad. I understand.
Elder Naytiba, you...
Please, listen to me, Eve.
Huh.
First, I'm sorry for what happened between you and Raven. In the end, she had her own motives, and that way she was a lot like Oracle. As you've discovered, you were created by the surviving humans to look and act like them.
Uh-huh.
And us, we're nothing but monsters. Right from the start, we struggled to coexist. Of course we did. Because we Naytibas were weak. we were not yet mature enough to fully accept your kind. This foolishness resulted in tragedy. In the end, we gave up our humanity in order to survive.
So how have you remained?
Then you threw us out into space.
Earth is too small for both our species to coexist. However, even if all the Naytibas disappear, it's impossible for your kind to succeed the human race. After all, you were created entirely from scratch, with no human DNA at all.
And what is it you're going to do? You think you're the one to end this?
We're going to go for some kind of synthesis ending, like in Mass Effect 3.
I've been researching for decades to find a way. A way for us all to become the inheritors of the human race.
Combining the two.
An Andro Eidos, with the most advanced unicinous hyperbody ever seen. And the ultimate Naytiba that has not succumbed to its hostile instincts.
Adam and Eve.
These are the two necessary ingredients.
You mean?
Yes. You and I.
The birth of mankind.
We are what is needed. Eve, I offer you one last deal. Let us become whole. One being. A single, evolved human species.
Huh.
If we fuse together, we can truly become the seeds of a new human race.
That's insane. There's no point in listening to this.
It does sound insane, and yet I am quite intrigued as to whether it's going to give us the actual option of doing so.
Over again. I wouldn't be surprised if she even destroyed the colony, and thereby Earth. As you know, she will not stop.
Yeah.
But this is not the path that humans should take.
But there's no proof that this fusion is the right path to take.
Got to take faith, though, haven't we?
Considering everything you've done.
You're right, Lily. However, my wish to save the new humans and surviving humans is sincere. As unbelievable as it may be.
Huh. Ah. The hypercell.
Lily, take this.
But this
is the last hypercell needed to rebuild Zion. Zion can be saved no matter what choice Eve makes.
Huh.
It would mean so much if you could do this for me. Eve, your mission is to eliminate me.
We're going to have to fight him.
If you fuse with me, the Elder Naytiba as you know it will cease to exist.
True.
Forever. Is there any better way to complete your mission? Eve. Take my hand.
Is it actually going to give us the option of trying this, or is there just going to be a kind of slapping the hand away rejections type thing? Oh. I want to try this. I want to see if it means I need to do another playthrough, so be it, but I like the biblical illusion.
The purpose of our existence is to eliminate the Elder Naytiba and save mankind.
And this will do both.
Or Androados. Is one more human than the other?
Mm-hmm.
If an entire species is wiped out so that another may remain, can we really call that salvation?
But...
Yeah.
If there is a way to save both species, I want to follow that path to the end. That's all I want.
Yes. So do I. We're like mirrors to each other. Your choice may not bring about peace and stability right away, but our union will create the greatest chance for a peaceful future. Now.
Yes.
Something's going to go wrong here. Ooh. Shiny. Is this a trick? Oh, is this it? Are we not gonna... I was expecting... Oh? Ooh.
Eve? Are you Eve?
Yes.
And no.
Well, it's hard to describe, but... Lily, I am the Eve you remember.
But I am also something more.
I was worried that you would become someone I didn't know.
Oh.
Lily.
Connection to the colony complete. Sending protocol.
Uh-oh.
Sensing some Naytiba signals nearby.
Oh, we're going to have to fight Lily. Oh, shit. That I was not expecting.
The exosuit is moving by itself.
It must be because the Elder disappeared.
This is a combat command sent from the colony. Ah! Eve! Watch out!
Uh-oh. Oh, dear. Providence. Okay. Oh my god, my health. Oh, dear lord, my health. You died. I assume this is just going to start us from the fight again. It's not. It's going to start us... How much of that is it going to want us to do? Oh, good. Oof! Ouch. Oh my god. It's hard. Which is fine. I was about to question why they didn't start us outside the boss room. And then I thought, well, actually, people might want to go and stock up and change gear and... That's the wrong move, Emma. There we go. Why was I... Had I got no health before I went in? I wasn't paying attention. If only we had Lily's hacker friend with us, because she could hack the suits. Oh, and again. Jeez, they are aggressive. I'm too busy trying to make space to heal. It's nice that the final few bosses have been on the same kind of challenge level as the... difficult to plan for. Jesus Christ! That's, yeah, you've got to do your dodges perfectly for that. And unfortunately, because I've relied on parry so much for most of the game, my perfect dodge timing is actually a bit shit. Those yellow attacks are fast, plus there's a double. Good starts. What? Okay. Oh, that's the wrong way. And death. Didn't help that I got a text message that distracted me halfway through that. I've now taken my watch off so that I can concentrate. What? Oh, that's a new attack. Okay. The one problem with enemies having multiple yellow flashing attacks is that, yes, it's a dodge thing, but you still have to dodge the right way. Oh, goods. Jesus Christ, so many unblockable attacks. It'd be nice if the consumables were a little bit more obvious in their effects. Oh, fuck off! Jeez! This boss is very Bloodborne-esque, actually, in terms of its attack speed. Keeping in mind that I've got on all of the stuff that helps with perfect dodging, and blocking. No. What? Why was my heal just not going off then? I pressed that button multiple times. Every now and again, I think the frame rate might drop a little bit and it eats an input. It hasn't happened very often, but you notice it the most when things like your heal doesn't go off in the middle of combat. And that's something that happens in a lot of games. It's not just this, but it's no less irritating. There we go. Oh, come on. Oh, fuck off. That's bullshit. That requires just a little bit too much of you, I think, in terms of his onslaught of attacks. God damn it! What? So that's going to be your bullshit one-shot mechanic, is it? And how am I supposed to stop that? Oh, fuck off! Oh, fuck you! How am I supposed to stop his one-shot mechanic? What am I supposed to do? I tried shooting the big shiny ball in the middle. That didn't do anything. Oh, come on! What is with the... Fuck's sake. Am I hitting the parry too early now? Ah. Okay, so it's his wings. Ah, shit. Damn it! I missed the retribution opportunity. Oh. Hacked.
Eve! I found a way! There's a hacking code on Iberus's memory stick.
Ah! Oof. Blats. Oof. That's not it, though.
Hide yourself.
I was going to say, that is not it. Oh, dear. Huh. So now we're fighting Mother Sphere's control, I suppose. And it's probably got some extra bullshit attacks.
There's nothing stopping us.
Go on, give me super form for the... Yeah, in fact, it has given us super form, hasn't it? We've got... Gotcha. Give me that. Slice. Slice. Nice. That was as cool as you might expect. Boing, 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 boing. Ah. I don't actually like that. That's unnecessary.
Eve!
I don't actually like this outfit
You're
much.
right.
Oh.
I thought I'd be left alone.
Left. You might still be.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm still not used to the new look.
It is a bit much.
Still, I'll get used to it one day, right?
Yes, Lily. I'm sure you will.
What actually happens now?
Too many things happened today.
I mean, how exactly does this help?
Yes. And even more awaits us.
Sequel?
Let's
Oh.
return to the tetrapod.
Making new memories? Well, that was quite the fight. So the Elder Naytiba and the Alpha Naytibas are all gone.
A starry night.
Oh,
Starlight. Twinkling, reflecting on satellites. Predicting the future. It's like trying to find one single
Is this
star
Mother
in
Sphere?
the endless sky. I serve the future of mankind, though whether that future would embrace me, I cannot say. But for the sake of Father, I refuse to give up. The one who gave birth to me, taught me, the one who's no more.
Adam's daughter or
Yes,
Mother Sphere?
I must confirm if you are, in fact, that future.
Mother Sphere?
Nice to meet you, Eve and Lily.
Yeah.
You have more than met my expectations. The final decision was a bit disappointing, yes. But thank you. What are you talking about? This concludes the Eve Protocol.
Uh-oh. Huh. They've brought down the colony.
Farewell.
Wait! We have questions!
So, are they going to... What are they going to do? Repopulate, or... I like the sense of scale.
Oh no!
Drop pods.
There's too many Eve!
Oh dear.
Lily, stay back.
Uh-oh. A newer model? Are we going to end the game fighting?
Then I'll gladly play my part. Now, come, my comrades.
Are we going to fight over the credits? We are. Yeah, we've got no health bar here or anything, so yeah, this is where I would put the end credits, over the top while we are fighting here. Just to give us a bit more. Yeah, fade to black. We keep a fighting, a bit like Jet Li in The One. Yeah, into the credits. Interesting. Yeah, so there's a few things to take away from that. First of all, we've got the obvious potential sequel bait, which I'm absolutely fine with. Don't mind me too much sequel bait, especially if the game has done well enough to warrant a sequel, which I suspect Stellar Blade has. The thing that I am not confused about, but intrigued about is, well, actually, what does the fusing of Adam and Eve do? Yeah, how does that help? How does that help reseed humanity, etc., etc., etc.? Don't know. Great music, great combats. I think literally my only critiques of Stellar Blade are that turret section in Spire 4, which has just a little bit too much faff to it. That's a critique. I didn't enjoy that. Constantly being one-shot by turrets, not fun. And I think the platforming controls in some places were excellent, and in some places were just really bad. And overall, they were fine. But there were just a few places where you're like, why did I not like the bit in the ruins in the desert when you are doing the fuse box thing and you have that double bar and then the ladder, and each time without fail I would scoot past the ladder and then have to double jump back and hopefully hit it because it wouldn't grab it from the side that I was leaping from. Leaping onto the drones on occasion was a little bit faffier than it needed to be as well. But otherwise, you know, the kind of general stickiness of grabbing bars and grabbing ledges, 95% of the time, it worked great, as far as I'm concerned. The collection of things was good. The exploration of things was actually a lot better than I was expecting. You know, there were a lot of things to find. And I'm sure, I mean, if I was to look back at the logs, there's a load of stuff that I didn't find in terms of documents. I know there's at least 2 or 3 doors in Zion that I never found the codes to get through. And I think in order to do a full completion of this game would probably require a lot of time and a guide. Yeah, and I did use a guide for the cans in this, and I looked up a couple of things towards the end of the game, and you know, I've got no issues with doing that when I feel like it's not even that I felt like I couldn't have found all the cans on my own, because I'm 100% certain I could have done, but the time that it would have taken, I think, to do so would maybe have tempered my enjoyment of the game a little bit. You know, I was... The 10 hours of side content that I did kind of in the middle before the point of no returny stuff was way better than I was expecting it to be. I'm not going to say it was, you know, the most dynamic or dramatic or innovative pieces of side contents, but it was very playable, and I enjoyed doing it to the extent that I didn't feel bored doing it. Yes, I was saying at the end, oh god, there's more side content, but that wasn't actually a complaint. That was more of a, there's more. Okay then. I mean, yes, I'd done quite a lot, but yeah. I suspect there are some costumes that I haven't found. I suspect there's quite a few things that I haven't found. And there is, of course, a new game plus, which will enable us to do more. I do not know. I don't know whether it's going to just launch me straight into New Game Plus now, or whether it's going to let me load up the save file. And if it does let me load up the save file, where's it going to put me? Is it just going to be before the final boss? Because that's not super exciting, I must admit. I don't really like it when games do that. New Game Plus is a weird one, especially for a game like this where there isn't the option of multiple save slots. Yeah, why there's not, I don't know. But there are no save slots in this. You just get the one save. And I don't really like that. I've got to admit. That is a critique. But that's a critique of a system which isn't unique to Stellar Blade. But it is a system that Stellar Blade has used. And I think I very much mark that against it. You know, I much prefer how FromSoft does it, how loads of other games do it. You know, you get save files, save slots, whatever. There's no manual saving in this at all. But I liked the ending. I liked the kind of the story goes on as the credits roll. I like the possibility that there might be more, either through an expansion or a DLC or a full-on sequel where Eve goes after Mother Sphere. because the Naytiba threat, such as it was, has been not dealt with, because there's still going to be Naytibas out there, but if it's the Elder, i.e. Adam, that's giving birth to them in some way, shape or form, then are there going to be more? There's a lot of questions, plot-wise, in terms of what would happen now, how what we have done has helped, and so on and so forth. And I think for some people, and I do not include myself amongst this number, but I think for some people the ending actually might be a little bit unsatisfying. And I say that to be fair, because there's always going to be people that will moan about the ending of the game. As far as I'm aware, I don't know. Does the game have multiple endings? It probably has multiple endings. I don't know which ending I've got. Once the credits are done and we find out what happens next, I will pull up the full list of trophies and unhide them. But realistically, I have very few complaints about Stellar Blade. It's not a 10 out of 10 game, but to be honest, there's no such thing for me as a 10 out of 10 game. But this is up there. You know, is it as difficult as Lies of P? No. There's way more flash and style to this than Lies of P had as well. It's a very different game. It's got much more Bayonetta vibes, much more Devil May Cry vibes, I think. I'm very, very glad that there's no stamina bar in this. But it's very Sekiro, and I love Sekiro. You know, Sekiro was not the first game that really hammered home the fact that a parry-based combat system could be strong enough to kind of stand on its own. You know, perfect blocking and perfect parrying has been a thing in games for forever, but Sekiro did it so well. It opened up the space, the verticality. So this is very much a Sekiro crossed with Bayonetta, crossed with some of the themes of Nier. But again, I don't want to talk too much about Nier, because whilst I know that it is absolutely revered as a masterclass of philosophical storytelling when it comes to video games as art, it is a game that I have just never been able to get into. You know, I love the music, I love the character designs, I love what bits I know about the plot of Nier, but I haven't played it anywhere near long enough to complete it. Or did I? Actually, did I get to the first ending? Because there's like on the like 26 or 27 endings or something to Nier, all revolving around different things. The bits that I remember from Nier is the Adam and Eve. Oh, that's the thing, isn't it? The twins. And isn't there a bit where you end up playing as 9S? Yeah, I may have got ending 1 of Nier. I'm unsure. Can I be really cheeky and pull up Steam on my second monitor? Yeah, see, I've only got five and a half hours in Nier Automata. Last played April the 15th, 2021. 4 achievements. I've got First Errand, Arrive at the City Ruins, Stare into Space from the Bunker, complete the desert area. That was as far as I apparently got. Yeah, so clearly I haven't done that. Maybe I've watched somebody else do it. I don't know. But I want to. I want to like Nier. I want to be able to get into Nier because it sounds story-wise very much like my kind of thing. But the weird camera switching and the bullet hell aspect of it, I think realistically what I need to do is I just need to watch somebody else play it. Yeah, or watch the kind of I'm sure there's a movie version of Nier where somebody takes all the cutscenes and stuff and stitches it together into a this is everything you need to know about Nier Automata. Autotomato. But this story was, I think, much more accessible to me. The moment-to-moment writing, I think the voice actors put a lot more into it at the end. But I feel like they were perhaps let down by the translation. And of course, a lot of voice actors, they don't get to suggest. This is what I've been told because I know a couple of voice actors. They don't necessarily get to suggest. I mean, sometimes they do. Sometimes they get to say, "Oh, well, that's not really how we, somebody would say this." But most of the time, it's like just deliver the lines. And I feel like that maybe is what happened here. They were just sent the script and the characters played well enough off each other to make me think, well, yeah, they weren't recorded like 100% in isolation, but I feel like the script could have done with a little bit more work in terms of its moment-to-moment storytelling. There were a few interactions that just felt like they were off, possibly because the actual choice of words was stilted, but also sometimes it just like, it's that kind of what moment where you didn't quite understand what they were trying to say. But no, I've come away from this game feeling very satisfied indeed. I don't actually know how long I have been playing because I don't think I've got a counter or anything. Does PlayStation tell you how long you've played a game for? I don't know whether it tracks that. But yeah, Stellar Blade has been a really, really enjoyable time. And don't get me wrong, if you were listening to me fighting off against the final boss and my cries of bullshit and blah blah blah, that's just the way you play Souls games until you get used to the attacks and so on and so forth. And I do feel that I probably got lucky a couple of times in that, but I also started to figure out, and I probably should have done this much earlier, but I didn't need to. I started figuring out that, well, actually, a lot of our beta attacks and our burst attacks have got knockdowns and shield breaks and knockbacks, and actually they pretty much all will knock an enemy out of their attacks, especially useful if they are doing a yellow unblockable attack. I did have issue with the yellow unblockable attacks, not because of the game's fault, but just because I was really, really bad at timing them. I wonder whether people will be, trying to do base game, no leveling runs of this. I mean, you can't, you can not pick up the health, the body cores and the beta cores. So you could deliberately go out of your way to avoid picking up health. You're naturally going to acquire skill points, but you don't need to spend them. So you could go through the game without unlocking most of your beta skills. You would unlock Taki mode. You would unlock burst skills, but you actually have to buy all of the burst skills, so you wouldn't have to use the system. You could do it. You could do a base run with just kind of minimal things. Be interesting to see, because obviously no sword upgrade. That'd be hellish. Because you did feel the sword upgrades and the tumbler upgrades as well. I wonder if people would say no tumbler upgrades. The crystal lizards were weird in this. I don't think they've run off. I don't think they disappear. I think they kind of get themselves stuck in a corner and just kind of give up. It's like, oh, go on then, pop me. I can hold down X to speed these credits up. Yeah, a good-looking game with some very retro, I think, leanings. You know, this very much harkens back to a type of game that maybe we don't see much of anymore. You know, games from a bygone age in terms of their sensibilities, in terms of their exploration. There was a lot of little things hidden around. There's just, it's one of the few Unreal Engine games that I think haven't really had any issues. There's been the odd issue when it came to the music. Every now and again, the music would hiccup. But I've played this on balance mode throughout the entire game. And actually, whilst I was trying to do some thumbnail stuff, I did switch it over to the kind of resolution mode where it favors your kind of screen resolution and does it 4K. And actually, I don't think the game looks as good in the resolution mode. You know, admittedly, I wasn't doing much in it because it runs at 30 FPS. But I think balanced runs very, very well. And the only thing that I could think of in terms of the combat was the occasional button input being eaten, which I think could be a frame rates related thing. Because I don't think it was a solid 60 all the way through. But it was very, very good. Very, very good. And if that's, if the slightly iffy textures is what we have to deal with to get that, I would go for 60 FPS every time. The sun rises over the wastelands. Well, that's a lot of dead. Must be disheartening. Oh, there is more? Bringing Zion back online. Let there be lights! So these are all the androidos that have been stored.
Yes!
The question is... Oh. Oh, that's cool. It's a tree, but it's the world tree. Hmm. Yeah, that was one of the little kind of audio hiccups. Oh. Eve? I don't like that. Well, no, it's not that I don't like that outfit. I don't like it as much as many of the other outfits. Their journey continues on. Oh, the journey continues on. I was expecting a date under that for some reason. Does it want me to press a button here? It does. Well, we got an ending. I'm assuming... Well, no, there's got to be at least one other, hasn't there? Because you can deny Adam. Hard mode unlocked. Woohoo! Start a new game to receive the Raven suits. New Game Plus unlocked. New skills are added in New Game Plus. Upgraded enhancements added in New Game Plus. "38 hours and 7 minutes to get to the final save point in the nest. You can start New Game Plus. Save data will be carried over from previously completed game's progress. In New Game Plus, all your equipment, currency, items and records, character enhancements, drone upgrades, acquired skills and owned SP that you've gained up until the previously completed game's progress will transfer to the next game. However, your game progress will reset and will not carry over. Makes sense. Makes sense. Oh, and we've got the new outfit as well on this screen. Unfortunately, we are back to the default haircut, which I don't like. But hey, Stellar Blade was an excellent time. The save file says 38 hours. I'm pretty certain I've actually played for longer. Let's take a look. At all the trophies. So, we have got... Achieved return to the colony ending. We have not done so. Achieved... Oh, there's 3 endings. Achieved cost of lost memories. See, that's the thing. That's the thing that it was referring to. The prophecy. So the cost of lost memories ending. Looks like I found the easiest one because more people have got it. Can collector. Nanosuits. Records. Fish. Box. Got information on all Naytibas. Not complete. Huh. Huh. How? Why? Oh, I suppose there's probably one, if a different one. Maybe if you refuse Adam, you have to fight him and he counts. Yeah, that'll be easy enough to do. Dun 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 dun. No, that hasn't been done. Tacky mode and burst skills. Again, that's easily done in New Game Plus. And there is a whole mode of trophies for New Game Plus as well, which I think is very cool. So I might go and work on that. That has been Stellar Blade, folks. Hopefully you have enjoyed my playthrough of the game and my constant speculation as to what was going to happen story-wise. I was right in a few ways. I was kind of off in many others. I am intrigued as to whether the hint at the end is going to be, oh, we've got ideas for a sequel. Yeah, I would play more in this world. I would like to know what happens next, story-wise. But if there isn't a sequel, pretty satisfied with what we got there. Not every game needs to have a sequel. Not every game needs to have, you know, a closed ending. You know, some things can be left open. Some things can be left for you to wonder about. Not the best written story, but the underlying ideas behind it, I liked. I think maybe if they do a sequel, then they should potentially get another couple of translation passes before they get the voice actors to record the dialogue. But considering this is Shift Up's first ever 3D game, because otherwise they've done mobile gacha games. Yeah, absolutely impressive. You know, by any stretch of the imagination, you know, combat is tight, responsive. The dress up is, you know, obviously very, very fun. Obviously the main character being an attractive woman helps target a particular demographic. Multiple demographics. Stellar Blade. Fabulous game. Really enjoyed it. I would place this quite high up, actually, I think, in terms of games that I've played that I've really enjoyed. I don't know whether I can realistically put it on my Souls-like tier list. Not that it's really a tier list, but you know, I've got Bloodborne, I've got Lies of P, I've got The Surge 2. I would probably say that this is at least as fun as The Surge 2, probably more. But I do know that The Surge 2 is not a particularly challenging Souls-like, and not particularly well liked either as a Souls-like, which I think is a shame, because I was really hoping for Surge 3, but not happening by the sound of it. It just didn't do very well, which is a shame, because I really liked its directional parrying, and I really liked its energy charging mechanics, and its cyberpunky nanotech aesthetic. So Stellar Blade has very much kind of filled an itch, scratched an itch, filled an itch, terrible English, scratched an itch in that regard. I recommend. 2 thumbs up from me. Speaking of people that get 2 thumbs up, you guys, if you stuck with it for this long, you also get 2 thumbs up. Thank you, you lovely people, for sticking around. Hopefully I've managed to entertain in some way, shape or form. And hopefully you will join me again for more content on something else. Whatever that'll be. Who knows? I don't. Stellar Blade. From me, and from Eve, and from her terrible fringe. Cheerio. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, why not click the like button and consider subscribing. Remember, you can ring the bell notification icon to get notified when new videos go live. And until next time, cheerio.